Alright guys, here's another round of TIS-100. So it's, what is it? It's Tuesday, day 7 of the holidays. Now I just completed this one. I actually have two solutions, so I'll show you both of them. This is number 11 now of TIS-100. Here's the first solve that I had. First of all, what you have to do is you got to read the value. Look for the pattern 0, 0, 0. So when you see 3 zeros, you've got to mark it as true or 1. Otherwise, chuck a 0 through. Alright, now this is my messy solution. My solve, I did it on paper as well. This time, what I did on this software is, you can see in this one, this box, it's send 3 inputs through. Okay, one on the left, one on the bottom, one on the right. And then what I did was on each of these parts, clone into 3 numbers on each of these. So what happens is, let's say the first number comes through is called A. Okay, so A goes here, B goes here, C goes here. A gets cloned into 3. They send 3 A's down, 3 B's down, 3 C's down. Okay, so then there's 3 A's, 3 B's, and 3 C's. Then I add them up. And if you add them up and it's 0, that means 3 zeros are true, then you've got 1. Now, one problem I found was the first 3 numbers which came through were ABC, ABC, ABC. It was adding the first 3 numbers 3 times and then adding the next 3 numbers 3 times. So to debug that, I did a little loop, a conditional loop, where on the first time the code gets through, it only sends 1 line. Okay, just one of the number. Then on the second time it gets through, it sends 3 numbers. Okay, because this J row minus 4 means go back 4 spaces, go to here, and loop this section of the code. And so it will just keep looping this next section of code, ignoring the first command. Same with this one. This time, I'm going to just send 2 numbers on the first go, and then 3 numbers every other time. This one, we're going to send 3 numbers on the first go, as well as 3 numbers every other time. So then what happens is, A gets sent through once, B gets sent through twice, C gets sent through 3 times. So on the first calculation, you've got A, B, and C. On the second one, you've got B, C, and D, and so on. And you add it up, spit it out there. Now, another part of debugging was I found that the first 2 values, well, you're not totaling 3 numbers. So what I did was I just added 2 zeros just as filler for the first 2 spaces, and really the count starts here on the third one. Where on the third one, we total these 3, it's to 0. On the fourth number, we total these 3, it's a 0, and so on. So when we get to here, we total these last 3 numbers, it becomes a 1. Yeah, so that's how it works. Here's what it looks like in action. This is an inefficient solve, so I wouldn't recommend doing this. After doing this one, I had a look, and my instruction counts, I had almost 40 of them. This was well above par. Par is about there. 9 nodes. This is a very inefficient solution. So what I did was I redid the puzzle. Now this time I thought about a different logic. Instead of checking each number to be 0, what I did was I did a nested if. Here it is in my book. Hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna wait for the camera to zoom. I'll type that out. So this time the solution's all in one box. Okay, it's all in here. Alright, so the idea is, basically, I'll use some if statements because they make more sense in my head. If number is 0, then you've got another if number 0, then you've got another if number 0, then. So then by the time and I'll go else false, then true, loop last command, loop last 2 lines. So that's my logic of what I did here. Basically, if the first number which gets through is 0, then check the next number. If that's also a 0, then check the next number. If that's a 0, then chuck out a 1. And keep doing this last one. Check the next number. If it's 0, chuck out another 1. Check the next number. Check if it's another 0. Then it must be true. Otherwise, if the last number is not 0, then it's a number, then it's a false statement. So that's basically what I did here. Check this out. Step you through it. Whoops. I'll just get rid of this explanation box first. Okay. So what we do is we move the number in. This is number A, goes in. Check if it's 0. If it's not 0, then we don't want it, so it goes into false. Okay, which means chuck a 0 down. Now this is not a 0, it's a number 2, so it's just gonna go to false. Move 0 down, so 0 is written on the first cell. Okay, check the second number. Second number is a 0. Check, it is a 0, so it's true. So you move down. You still spit a 0 down because we haven't got 3 yet. Okay, so then this second cell is a 0. Move another number in to the system. The next number is a 0, so check if it's not a 0. That's false, so it is a 0. Now go to the third number. Okay, so number 3 is now put into the system. 0 spat out. 3. Check if this is a 0. Okay, so this is not a 0, it's a number 3, so then false. Spit a 0 out, and the cycle goes again. Now let's look at a case where it is triple zeros, like here. It's a 0. Okay. Now get the next number down. It's also a 0. Get the next number down. It's also a 0. So we've got 3 zeros in a row. 3 zeros is true. So then we actually go to this, move 1 down. We're going to spit out a 1 because that's true. And now this command is go back 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. You move the next number in. Check if it's 0 again. Yeah. Check the next line. So you can see that the loop does work. Every time it is still a 0, you still spit out a 1 until the next number comes. When the next number comes, it breaks the cycle. It goes, it's false, so then you start from the start again. So there is the solution. Nice and elegant. You can see it's a quick one using the minimum nodes and very few instructions as well. So that was a nice and elegant solution compared to the first one. Hope you enjoyed that. Number 11. See ya.